Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Monday, 5th February 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group, major U.S. security and intelligence resources to be made available to Trinidad and Tobago when required. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. The FBI and CIA in the United States will be assisting with Trinidad and Tobago's internal problems. This, according to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, who met with the agencies during his recent visit to the United States.
We are an open country in international trade, international contact, and even outside of our official entry points, what we have been discovering is that certain criminals are liking us. And these are not small timers. I say no more on that.
So what promises is the FBI giving you?
I would go into no more details at this time. These are matters of national security which ought to better be kept where they are for the moment.
Okay.
He said he's been given the assurance that the resources of both agencies will be available to Trinidad and Tobago if and when required. TTT News has more.
We have some problems in Trinidad and Tobago here which I will not burden you with today, but we do have some internal problems. And given the nature of our relationship with the United States, the resources of the FBI and the CIA are made available to us to deal with our own internal problems. We met with officials of the Department of Homeland Security who gave us a listening ear with respect to what we might need to assist in certain matters.
And the Prime Minister will be proceeding on a 10-day vacation soon. Speaking at a media conference on Friday following his trip from the United States, he said he delayed his vacation and medical checkup that was expected to occur in 2023.
You last said that I intended to go on a vacation last year. I did not. I said to you I intended to go on my medical examination. I did not. I'm saying to you again, no. I am going on a vacation and I am going to do my medical. I will be leaving the country on private business. My long-awaited vacation is being arranged right now. And I could tell you it involves my wife, who's on retirement. And I'll be away for about 10 days.
However, Dr. Rowley will attend the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting and an energy conference in Guyana prior to his vacation.
But before I do that, we have two very important meetings in Guyana. There's the Guyana Energy Conference, where I'll be participating immediately after Carnival. And there is the CARICOM meeting, which is immediately on top of that. I have the option to go and come and go again. I will not be doing that. I go to Guyana for the energy conference, and I will remain there for a few days into the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting. We have some very weighty matters at the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting, and Trinidad and Tobago's presence at the Guyana Energy Conference is a priority for the Cabinet.
The United States' threat to reinstate sanctions on Venezuela's oil sector in April will not dampen Trinidad and Tobago's move to proceed with the Dragon gas deal. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said Trinidad and Tobago was issued a separate license, which expires in 2025. TTT's Sunil Lalla reports.
On January 30th, the United States said it will not renew General License 44, which provides relief to Venezuela's oil and gas sector, which expires on April 18, 2024. The threat came after the U.S. said there has been absent progress to allow all candidates to take part in that country's 2024 presidential election. Speaking on this latest development, Prime Minister Dr. Rowley noted that these sanctions will have no effect on TNT's Dragon gas deal with the South American nation.
That global general license to all and sundry, that did not limit or dampen the enthusiasm of the government of Trinidad and Tobago to proceed along the path that we had started.
Dr. Rowley reminded that TNT obtained an OFAC license from the U.S. for 2 years.
We got a license which expires on October 31st, 2025. So that aspect, that's where our situation is. And with respect to operation of the Dragon field, we have in place in our hand an exploration and production license for 30 years on that field.
The Prime Minister was also critical of those who continue to cheer on when they think the Dragon is dead.
Even those who believe that Trinidad and Tobago is not a real place, just think of where we are going to be in 5 years or 7 years or 10 years if we are unable to sustain our earnings from the hydrocarbon sector.
And as for recent close ties with the United States and TNT, Dr. Rowley said TNT will continue to have a strong relationship with the U.S., even if there's a change in power in the U.S., with the U.S. presidential elections looming.
It matters not who is in office in the United States. We will have to deal with the government of the United States. And we do not interfere in picking horses for the American people.
Dr. Rowley returned to TNT after a week-long trip in the United States to discuss several matters, including energy, national security, and cyber security. Sonolala, TTT News.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Climate change and the ongoing conflict in Ukraine are reported to be contributing factors to the global shipping crisis. The World Trade Center, Georgetown, held its first public engagement on Thursday, organizing a forum to shed light on this pressing issue. Here is HGP's Alethea Grant-Charles with this report.
Recent challenges to the global shipping landscape, curtailed by consistent attacks on ships plying the Red Sea, as well as issues with the Panama Canal, continue to push ocean freights higher, triggering warnings of inflation. Guyana is not immune to this phenomenon, and local analysts on Thursday evening, during an interactive forum hosted at the Georgetown Club, sought to highlight this concern. Chairman of the Demerara Distillers Limited group of companies, Komal Samaru, in providing trade statistics from the United Nations Conference on Trade Development, UNCTAD, pointed out that while the value and volume of trade picked up significantly over the decades, a new phenomenon has unfolded in recent months.
UNCTAD, in a press release, said, and I quote, "The recent attacks on the Red Sea shipping, coupled with the existing geopolitical and climate-related challenges, have given rise to a complex crisis affecting global trade routes. UNCTAD estimates that the weekly transits going through the Suez Canal, that is the Red Sea, has decreased by 42% in the past 2 months. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has triggered substantial shifts in the oil and grain trade, reshaping established trading patterns. Simultaneously, the Panama Canal, the pivotal conduit of global trade, is grappling with diminished water levels, resulting in a staggering 36% reduction of the total transit over the past year.
Samaru further alluded to the shifting dynamics to international trade and Guyana's trust to change the import dynamics in the Caribbean region.
Maybe this is this context that the move by the regional governments to pursue regional food security initiative of sourcing, reducing our import food by 25% by 2025 might be the right policy.
He, however, raised concerns over the current state of the Panama Canal and its capacity to continue providing services as a vital link between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans.
The Panama Canal, the pivotal conduit of global trade, is grappling with diminished water levels, resulting in a staggering 36% reduction of the total transit over the past month compared with the year. The long-term implication of climate change on the canal's capacity are raising concerns about enduring impact of global supply chain in the future.
The WTC Georgetown said highlighting this issue is particularly important since more than $200 million have been diverted away from the crucial Middle East trade route, which brings added pressures such as rising freight rates, additional surcharges, and longer shipping times. In addition, it noted that 20% of vessel capacity isn't currently being used due to a massive drop in manufacturing orders, and industry experts have warned that the supply chain pressures associated with COVID-19 may very well return if these current challenges are not immediately addressed. For HGP Nightly News, I'm Alethea Grant.
While the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, was in conference, the opposition People's National Party, PNP, was on the other end of the island rallying its base following the election announcement. CVM's Trisha Gay Kelly reports.
All smiles for the People's National Party PNP on Thursday as they witnessed the long-awaited election date announcement. However, in that specific moment, the PNP was in St. Mary on tour. And though it took the party quite some time to respond, party leader Mark Golding says Jamaicans should prepare for the big day ahead.
Get ready, saddle up, because we're going to show the Jamaica Labour Party government that time comes for a new government. First to the local, and then afterwards to the general. Because the people of Jamaica want change. They want integrity in public life. They're tired of the scandals. They're tired of the high cost of living in a government that doesn't do enough.
For weeks, the PNP has been attacking the government for the election date announcement. However, when it was finally revealed, the party did not display the same level of urgency as before. Golding, however, reinforces the date is long overdue.
It's a good day for democracy in Jamaica. We have been waiting on this for nearly 4 years now. And, we had told the government they didn't call, we were going to take action, and we were serious about that. And we're very happy now that time has come and the date has been flown and we're ready to take them on.
He remains confident his party will triumph in the upcoming battle and urges citizens to exercise their right to vote because the time has finally come, a message the PNP has been sending for the past few weeks.
We're raring to go, and we look forward to a clean election, abiding by the rules, and I would say to all of our supporters, campaign hard but campaign fair, and don't do anything to bring your party's name into any kind of disrepute, because we want to have a free and fair election so we can beat them fair and square.
The People's National Party has declared its members are ready and waiting. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.